Alright TM Nation, these are the newly released SoundPeats Air 4 True Wireless Earbuds, which I've had for a couple of weeks, and I really did like the Air 3 earbuds that I did a video on a little under a year ago. The Air 4s do retail for $79.99, but at the time of the video, there is a $20 off coupon for them on Amazon, which makes them a really nice deal at right at 60 bucks. At that price, you get compatibility with the SoundPeats app to customize your sound and other functions. These are compatible with AppDeck's adaptive lossless. They do offer multi-point connectivity. They use a CVC algorithm for clear voice calls and impressive sound quality as well. But of course, you're not going to get everything under the sun at this price point. So in this video, I'll cover the good and the not so good so you can make a more informed buying decision. Starting with the unboxing, inside you'll get the normal stuff to include your user manual and other documentation, a USB Type-C cable to charge the case up, and of course you'll get the case along with the earbuds. You will notice that you don't get any replaceable ear tips because these are semi-in-ear earbuds, so they don't go all the way down into your ears for people who prefer the more open design. And first, taking a look at the design of the case, it's fine in my opinion. There really isn't too much going on besides the battery indicator light in the front, your SoundPeats branding in the back, and your USB Type-C charging port is on the bottom. The form factor should be fine to throw in any normal sized pocket with minimal bulge, and if you don't like the black and rose gold color, these are available in white and silver too. Overall, it does feel substantial in the hands, like it will withstand some wear and tear, but unfortunately it does not support wireless charging, so when you need to juice it up, you can only use a USB Type-C cable. Battery life wise, the case will provide you with up to 26 hours of total use, which is nice, but on a single charge with the earbuds, you can get up to 6.5, but that number is not including ANC, as this will have a significant impact on the battery life, bringing it down to about 4.5 to 5. Moving on to the earbuds, they do have the stems coming down as you can see, and although this isn't my go-to style, these are fine for me. Now I wouldn't classify them as mini earbuds as they do take up quite a bit of space in the ears, but they have never felt overly large or heavy while I was wearing them. I have worn them for 4 to 5 hour listening sessions without any ear fatigue or discomfort, and weighing only about 4 grams, I have found myself almost forgetting that I had them in at times. For exercise, they did slide around quite a bit once the sweat started flowing because they don't have any ear hooks or wings to help keep them in place. I did have to reposition them more than I would have liked to during my 30-minute jump rope session, but they never completely fell out of my ears. The IPX4 water resistance rating also kept them from malfunctioning on me while they were wet, so if that's a concern for you, you should be good with getting these wet as long as you're not submerging them into any liquid. I do want to mention that with the touch controls, you can adjust the volume, pick up calls and hang up calls, summon your voice assistant, and track forward, but you cannot track back, which is something that SoundPeats does with a lot of their earbuds. I do know a lot of people don't like this, and I'm included in that bunch. When I'm out jogging or jumping rope, typically I don't have my phone in my hands, and for that reason I like to have a pair of earbuds that have full playback controls, but unfortunately if I'm using these and I want to track back, I'll have to take my device out in order to do so. For the call quality, the earbuds have 3 mics in each earbud, and as I mentioned earlier, they do use a CVC algorithm aimed at cutting through relatively loud levels of ambient noise and focusing on your speech. I did take a couple of samples for you guys just so that you can judge for yourselves. Let's take a listen.
Alright guys, so right now I have the earbuds paired to my iPhone 14 Pro. As you can see, the audio that you're hearing is coming directly from the microphones on them. Now I'm not going to do any type of editing to this sample, and the room right now is relatively quiet, so this should give you a pretty good idea of how these will perform in a quiet room. Now I have some simulated background noise playing in the background. This part of the test is aimed at seeing how well the microphones on these earbuds can focus on my speech while rejecting some of that ambient noise. And what I'll go ahead and do is be quiet for just a moment so that you guys have a better idea of how loud it is. And I'll go ahead and start talking again. So this should give you a pretty good idea of the CVC qualities of these earbuds.
The Air 4 earbuds are compatible with the SoundPeats app, which provides you with the ability to see the charge left on the earbuds, update the firmware when applicable, select from pre-built EQs and create your own, select the adaptive ANC or normal modes, and toggle on or off the low latency gaming mode. For Bluetooth connection, these do use 5.3, and they also support dual connect, so you can use one earbud and keep the other in the case if you'd like to. So far, I haven't had any issues with any noticeable latency watching YouTube videos on my Galaxy Z Fold 4 or my iPhone 14 Pro, but like I said, these do have a built-in low latency mode that will cut down on any noticeable latency that you're experiencing while gaming. I did use these playing Call of Duty Mobile for a while without the low latency mode on, and there was a slight bit of latency even though the game was definitely still playable. But after I toggled on the gaming mode, that latency pretty much went away and everything was just about instant. Multi-point connectivity is also available with these earbuds as well, so you can pair them to two different devices and switch in between them without going through the disconnect and reconnect process each time. Touching on the ANC with these, I definitely have to say that it's not excellent, but I really didn't expect it to be with the semi in-ear design. This design is just more prone to letting in your ambient noise than an earbud with the in-ear design that has ear tips to provide a good seal, but I guess the fact that you get some noise cancellation with these is better than not having that feature at all. While I was outside wearing them, I would say that they probably reduced around 40% of the noise going on around me to a level where they were barely audible, but I was able to hear things such as cars passing by me, louder nearby conversations, and landscapers mowing the lawns. That being said, I would not suggest buying these just for the ANC, as there are better options out there for this feature, but like I said, it is nice that you get this option with these because ANC was not a feature that you got with the Air 3s. In terms of the sound quality, guys, these sound good, especially at the price point. I did create my own EQ from scratch to be a little heavier on the highs. I brought the mids up a bit, and I did crank up the bass some to provide the best sound for the types of music that I listen to, which are mainly hip hop and R&B. Having them tuned this way, the detail is good. I can usually hear most of the background instruments and vocals that are typically lost with earbuds at this price point, and the bass is impressive at the same time. And with the semi in-ear design, it usually isn't heavy on the bass, but these do provide a really nice thump that I have to say surprised me on first listen. Now, they don't do the best job with sound separation, especially at the higher volumes, as things can get a little muddy, especially when you max them out. However, if you keep them between 50 and 75% of the max volume, I think that that's where you'll get the best sound out of these earbuds. They also do get more than loud enough for my personal liking. I rarely feel the need to max them out in terms of the volume, so if I set them between 50 and 75%, I'm usually satisfied. So taking everything into consideration, fam, these are another solid pair of earbuds if you like the semi in-ear design similar to the Airpods 3. No, you aren't getting a transparency mode, the ability to track back with the playback controls, or wireless charging with the case, but the sound quality is good, the call quality is impressive, the battery life is good, you get access to the companion app, multi-point connectivity, and aptX adaptive lossless compatibility as well, which is a nice set of features at the price. Before you get on out of here, if you rock with the channel and your boy Tecmo, hit that subscribe button and knock that notification bell out so you won't miss any of my uploads. Welcome to TM Nation. Peace.